One of the largest mods in Baldur's Gate 3 is now available on console with the Rise of the Goldmembers mod here by ItsMeWaldo. And I'll be honest, this mod actually feels like it's a DLC because it adds so much into the game. So it adds a whole new faction, the Goldmembers, which you can see right behind my character there. What's cool about this is you can choose to rise up in their ranks or you can turn against them. It adds an entirely new feel to the game. If you played through Skyrim, you know the Dark Brotherhood. It adds a whole other layer to the game of this kind of secret faction. But you can fight the Goldmembers in combat, and enemies will randomly turn into Goldmembers here, wielding their true selves. It gives more scaling into the enemies. Random enemies will get buffs, and there's 150 different buffs that they can pull from. There's new spells for you to learn, new items. There's an enrage timer, which gives the enemies more power if the combat drags out, so that's actually really cool. And all the Goldmembers come with vulnerabilities as well, so you're able to take them out a little bit easier. I would recommend using a mod that shows you their vulnerabilities, as that makes things a little bit quicker and easier. But it also adds the Gilded Trials, which gives you a chance to prove your worth to Goldmund here. And also there's new bosses and bounties, new spells here as well, and I'll go through all that here in this video. Now what's cool is there's actually a community challenge for this as well, and here are some of the items that you can get in the game, which are very cool and have some fun play styles. Most notably, I really like Kethric's Hammer, given the Dazing Smite and also Smite Wave. And here's what the spells look like themselves. And you can get these from different quests or by fighting the elite encounters with Goldmember elites. So there's them in Acts 1 and 2 who sell different items that you can get. We'll kind of break that down in this video. And one last thing I want to touch on before we dive right in is there's an actual difficulty hard mode here with the Emperor's Lust, which basically every time that you long rest, you have to use a specific item to keep your favor within the Emperor. Otherwise, he'll end up ending your run. I think it's a really cool mechanic, but you can turn it off as well when we start. As soon as you crash on, or are on the Nautiloid here at the start of the game, there is Goldmund the Glorious here, which you can talk to. He'll give you some books, and this will give you the ability to learn some magic here. So you go into your inventory, and you have the Codex of Gilded Power, Gilded Gateway, single use here. So you use that, and you get the Gilded Gateway, which opens yourself to Schools of Forbidden Magic here, which you've learned from the Whispers. So we got the Whispers of the Codex. These give you different spells once you get a different amount of gold bars from the Goldmembers here. So this one's 4, 30, and 100. Okay, this one gives you 100 rounds of the Emperor's Lust. It also gives you the ability to use Goldmund's Calling here, which is a item which you can then summon him in here. We also got our Gilded Compendium here, which will have all the different spells you can learn here. They do require you to get some of the gold bars there to be able to learn the spells initially. And here's a reminder about the Lust debuff here, which when it hits 0, the game ends, and you have to find these snail essences to increase the stacks, kind of similar to camp supplies. And don't forget to eat the book. And here's when you get the option if you want to use the normal mode or the time mode, which requires you to get those items. There's also an easy mode that gives you unlimited long rest if you want it. And the final question is the Endless Suffering mode, which is added with a recent update here, which makes things even more challenging. Bosses will summon in a second boss. And Goldmund will give you a little power boost there if you choose the harder difficulty option. We got haste for a few turns here, and then also a shield that gives us temporary health, 90 points. And the game will play out as per usual there with the cutscenes and everything. So again, it's just adding like a whole new faction to the game. And our first combat encounter, we got ourselves a Goldmember revenge here enemy, and they all get random buffs, which is cool. This imp here got the Owlbear's Rage, which gave it increased strength. It has the Endless Suffering there as per usual. This is the difficulty mod, adding their critical hit rate, 25% increased, 4+ bonus to attack roll, spell save DC, and +2 to all saving throws, and max health is increased. This one also rolled with lightning and piercing resistances, so yeah, they're all going to come with a bunch of different buffs, which makes it interesting when you go through. And you got to look out for that Goldmember's Revenge there. This one is how you get the legendary treasures. Also with Endless Suffering, the enemies can get the ability to frighten you on hit and silence you and stun you, which removes your turns. Hey, we got ourselves a Lustral Gold here, which has a bunch of different effects that we can get. So this will give us random buffs, but as you increase your usage of them, you have a lesser chance to, you can have a chance to lose all your buffs. So the first one, 100% chance, we're going to get ourselves a buff here. So we use that, and it gave us Long Strider. There's 150 different buffs they can choose from. That's not a terrible one to get. And we encountered our first boss. You can avoid them. You have to go talk to them. And what's funny is I went to the hardest difficulty. So there's now 2 of them. They have 120 health. And they have a lot of really good buffs that are making them a pain to deal with. They deal 2 critical hits to me already. If I didn't have the temporary health, I would be dead. And what's cool is they drop Life Essence, which gives a permanent Constitution increase here. I got a Ring with Calm Emotions. The Diving Strike Tablet 1. We got 2 Lustral Gold and the Snail Essence there, which allows us to survive if we went the hard difficulty. And because we had 2 of the bosses, that means double the loot. I'm so sorry, Shadowheart. Now what's better than a Commander Zalk with 300 health? Another one. And we got our old buddy Goldmund here, Adam Warlock, coming in to help out a little bit. And he's doing some absolutely absurd damage, blowing things up left, right, and center. Yeah, he's actually going hard at them. This is fun to watch because, yeah, Commander's Hulk with a 326 health, the extra can be in there with 278 health. Yeah, it's tough. Well, we can find some good loot around here, especially because they're blowing things up. So that's more gold members, guild gold bars, and regular gold. I forgot to put the blocks there, so these Cambions with 170 health are coming to hunt me down. Lazel's only got 7 health left. She died in one hit. And there's more gold boars that are showing up here. Yeah, this isn't going good. Our gold member friend is blowing things up over here, but he forgot that they are resistant to fire damage. But yeah, loot everything gold that you see. Now, don't be alarmed. As soon as you arrive here, you are going to see a giant green or golden Lord Reginald Webberton III, esteemed member of the Goldmembers Guild, a spider of impeccable taste and refined manners, known for his intricately woven golden webs. You can go over there and talk to them, as they come with a lot of good loot related to the gold members here. So you can even get the Lance of the Fallen Tyrant here, which deals additional damage to targets that have their full health points, and whenever you take out an enemy, you get healing. It also has the Pale Widow's gloves and the Twilight Breaker's gloves, which gives ignoring resistances and immunity to radiant damage. And you also get some of the codexes here, which are really expensive, 87,000, but you do get a lot more gold in this game. It's kind of the theme of it. And they also carry 33 strength potions here for members, fans of Expedition 33. So the Master's Tomes here are around 20k. They're kind of pricey. The Shimmering volumes here, 4,000-ish. And then the most expensive one being the Eternal Manuscript there, being 87.5k. And I just got a Master's Tome here to show you guys, and then you get your spells from here. You can also get Lustral Gold Cleansers here, which will reset your Lustral Gold usage back to its first stage. And there's also the tablets there, which will upgrade your spells. This gives you the Exalted Scorching Ray. And it's cheated to get the Eternal Manuscript here to show you guys this. And right outside the Grove, we got ourselves another gold member with Goblin Boyag there. And yeah, 83 health is a lot. Pretty much everything here is 80 or 90 health. So yeah, some tough encounters if you go with the hard version of this. So basically, the thing you're going to want to look out for are these items here, which allow us to learn our spells and upgrade things. Now, this really makes fights a lot more challenging, because not only are you fighting Jorragslin, but you're fighting Jorragslin, and you're also fighting the gold members here too, which have some pretty decent buffs to them. And I guess everything here in this room is buffed if you're using the Endless Suffering mode, so yeah, it becomes quite challenging. And he dropped a Codex of Gilded Power here, which is great. So yeah, it's really nice. When you fight 2 of them, you get a few extra rewards, and you also can get 2 of their weapons. Alright, after getting a few of those, I now have the Exalted Spell Knowledge to be able to learn one of these, as it requires 5 gold bars I now have, so I can go ahead and learn this spell. So this is now added to my spell list there, the Gilded Divine Smite, which deals additional radiant damage on attacks. Yeah, it's pretty cool. It uses Golden Momentum, but a level 9 spell slot. And boom, you can see it right there, the Gilded Smite. Pretty good damage for the early game. Sorry, Astarion. I guess the fun part about this is it's kind of like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're going to get. You could have a few different gold members in a fight or none. This can lead to some pretty challenging encounters here, especially like the Goblins camp here when they start getting random buffs. What's interesting is you can find Goldmund near some of the encounters, like Grim here. Years ago, I spent my time experimenting with a dwarf friend of mine. We created some weapons so unstable it unfortunately took my own life. The Mace Mound should be around here somewhere if I can find it. So this is how you get some of the legendary weapons that are in this game, and there's actually quite a few of them too, so this is a really interesting way to play through the game. And you can find the Mace Mold right here, right by the teleport. So off to fight Grim, or should I say Grims. And after crafting that mace, you'll be presented with the Forge Master's Atomizer here. So this is one of the items that you can see here, and this is a really interesting hammer, as it will deal additional fire and bludgeoning damage around the target when you attack. Alright, so just to recap everything, we have that Gilded Gateway here, which gives us the ability to spend 4 gold bars to get a random spell. It gives you a choice between 2 of them. I just did it there and got the Reflective Mucus there. There's a more powerful version here, so let's show it off again. So you can pop that. Got the Aspect of the Wolf or Self-Gilded Shroud here. So I went with this one here, which gives the ability to turn invisible using a Golden Momentum, which I have 1 charge of. And these will recharge per turn, so you can use these abilities every single turn. And then to take the ones from here, you do have to have the Master Tome to be able to learn one of these spells, but then you also have to have the amount of gold bars to be able to learn the spell as well. Like this one costs 15, this one costs 15, and these ones here cost 5. Now, I don't want to spoil everything regarding this mod, because there is so much. As I said, it's literally a DLC-size mod, but top reasons to use this, just in a nutshell, it overhauls combat, and you got choices of difficulty options as well. This entire magic system is really fun and adds some replayability into the game. It adds so much new content with a bunch of new items and gear throughout the levels, and it rewards you for fighting bosses. I really like the new NPCs, and the whole faction system feels really cool within the game, as it gives you a kind of secret layer to the game. And there's also the community challenge as well. You can check out the Discord for this mod to get more information. But yeah, there's near endless replayability with the Rise of the Goldmembers mod here by ItsMeWaldo. So let me know if you have any questions. Check this mod out. It's incredible. Highly recommended, especially if you're looking for an entirely new way to play through the game. Rise of the Goldmembers, now available on console and PC for Baldur's Gate 3. Let me know your favorite thing about this mod in the comments. Hit the subscribe button below if you enjoyed, and we'll catch you all in the next video.